Family, so we are talking about the reason why Trump would want the US dollar to be that low. Because everyone is saying what he is doing is causing the US dollar to be low. We are here with Honorable Osofo Eji. Osofo, we have go straight.
Straight.
Why do you think President Trump will deliberately be doing things on why? Because he's a businessman, a smart man.
Yeah.
It is all be about my US dollar and he would know. Why would he do that?
Well, for me, Chiamu, ye ba hache, ye ba fiache, Mzena, ye tutuno maybe ama ya brabon akoso. Inti Koda TV, yanko baby ye waha. Debi asi in sempa ebremono. We bring you the good news from Sydney, Australia. You know, down under. Ahana yeso oti sempani free. Koda yeda wasi. Question no emuda ho. Ewi asi on. Yesi uye kesi ya. Ese ube kesi. Na sa kesi ya too much ya. Na afe untimi nye kesi bi ma. Ese osa ba form. Na wasa aye kesi.
You do ties.
Yeah, the woman said America is a great nation, as the Bible says in Genesis chapter 12, verse number 2. It said, I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. This is God talking about Abraham. What is here?
Okay.
And see, Ubia be greater. The only way, either you excel or you come down and then rebuild again.
Okay.
And see, America here, nation omoye great for a long time with their dollar.
Yeah.
Because musikano, the whole world currency biano has to exchange into the US dollar to trade.
Okay.
Okay. Mami more example in business. Yeah. 2 examples.
Okay.
The reason why America fight China is say China is the manufacturing hub.
Okay.
30, 40, 50 years ago, the manufacturing hubs were these countries.
Okay.
Italy, Germany,
okay,
Super America. Yeah? You can say Italian made that, you salute.
Yeah, especially shoes.
Thank you. The hub of manufacturing, German made, you salute.
Yeah, machinery.
Okay. US made, you salute. UK, Canada. But now, yeah, you can't made in Chinese made, made in China.
Yeah.
You salute.
Okay.
Then where is the superpower market where you have to take your product to sell?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's America.
Of course.
So you make the product cheap in your country, in your currency. Yeah. You export it to a market that their currency is strong.
It's higher, yeah.
So even if you sell the thing for $1, you're making 50% profit.
Okay.
So as a businessman, his people are suffering.
I will make you
Do you understand?
Yeah.
As a businessman, he sees that these guys are making huge profit. So Obia be a company, no the America.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know Indian he be a company. One year in India, no the America say American workers setting head office. Why is that? Obikra, let me tell you, Australia, UK was the one that started the UK Idol.
Okay.
Naju did not start in the UK. He took the production to the US.
Okay.
Why is that, Osofo? Why is that? Do you know the answer?
Tell me.
Because he realized that the US have the market.
Okay.
There are a lot of people that watch TV in the US.
Of course.
So even though he's a UK citizen, he took the show to the United States of America. Once the show made bang, American Idol, it became a hit. Then they roll it out. UK Idol, Australian Idol, Canada Idol. Because if it doesn't sell in the US, it's not gonna sell anywhere.
No, so do you think is a very good idea for him to risk that? Because this is a very big risk Trump is taking, if what we are saying is the truth. Say he deliberately wants to bring down the US dollar.
Okay, imagine say the US dollar and Chinese yen is the same.
Okay.
And you make a product in US. The same product is made in China, it costs the same.
Yeah.
You can't make a huge margin on it because the cost of producing this water is the same as doing in the US and is the same as doing in China. Why would you send your raw material to China and make it in China? You make it in the US.
Yeah.
Because the cost of production in China, the US market, the manufacturers, move their factory to China.
China, yeah. Then
it was this guy, the people from the Harvard that introduced that stupid idea. He was contesting with Obama for the second term.
Okay.
The guy who is Mormon, he had so many.
Oh yeah, the Mormon guy, yeah.
Yeah. So when they were in Harvard, they came up with that idea, talked to manufacturers and said, look, why are you making the product in US where you can make it in China for $1 and bring it back to US and sell it for $50?
You know what you are saying. I'll just add something to it. You know, when I first came to Australia, I used to work for a company, right?
Yes.
And then this company, we were into packaging, as in branding.
Yeah.
I mean, printing. It was a big printing business. In Rivesby.
Yeah.
We have all the machines, massive heavy duty machines for doing all kinds of printing in the world.
Yeah.
Then it came to a time where when we get the contract, they will get the customer in Australia to come to the warehouse and see everything. You see that we can do it. And actually, we are doing it.
Yeah.
But we printed only 1% of the things in our warehouse.
That's right.
And every week we offloaded about 3 40-footer containers worth of goods that were printed and shipped from China.
That's right.
Reason, if they are paying you back in the days about $18 an hour, they are paying another worker in China $3 equivalent an hour.
That's right.
In America.
That's right.
And so it comes to confirm what you are saying.
Yeah.
And I said to somebody about a month ago that, look, Trump is up to something.
No, the guy is smart.
He will not sit down and watch his currency just keep dropping, and as if he can't do anything about it. And it's been too long for it to keep dropping.
Yeah.
He would have, let's say if it was a normal, currency fluctuation that happened, he would have done something about it by now.
Yeah.
But it looks like they sit down and they are not complaining. Now let me read this document from this website.
And then I will say the facts that it just pop into my head.
Okay, Forbes.com, which is a credible website, is giving us saying why would Trump want a weaker dollar?
Yes.
He says Trump made it clear in his first term that he wants a weaker dollar.
Yes.
Declaring in 2017.
Thank you.
2017, he said he wanted a weaker dollar. He didn't want a stronger dollar.
The reason why.
Then I'll go on. He said, in quote, our currency is too strong and it's killing us.
Yes.
And saying in 2019 again, he was not thrilled with the strong dollar. Yeah. He wasn't happy about it.
No.
It says Trump explained in 2017 his belief that the stronger US dollar makes it so, in quote. He says, our companies can't compete.
Yeah.
In foreign markets, as cheaper foreign currencies make American firms prices in foreign market less competitive.
Thank you.
The American firms, I'll read the last part. Yeah. Their products are less competitive.
Yes.
It says, eating into margins of profit collected abroad. Trump has been less forthcoming on his thoughts on the dollar during his second term. But Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said in February the Trump administration wants, in quote, the dollar to be strong, which was contradictory. And so he says, but why they, in quote, they don't want it he says, they don't want is other countries to be weaker, their currencies, to manipulate their trade. This part doesn't make sense, but he's trying to say that they want other countries to get stronger.
Yeah.
So that they will get weaker.
And then the competition is on. Because, let me tell you.
So Trump is aware. He knew this in 2017, not 2025.
Okay, so this is in the manufacturing world, the production, what you gave an example.
Yeah.
if I'm setting up a company,
Okay.
and I'm making a product in the US, and it costing me the same product, my competitors,
Yeah.
I'm making it 50% cheaper.
Okay.
Why would people buy my product that I made in America, that they don't have money, and buy my water 50% higher?
Nobody will do that.
Then my competitor will, another American, will go to another country and bring it to America and sell it the same price I'm selling it. They don't even reduce it. So because I've increased my water to $1.50, they're also selling their water $1.50. But it costs them maybe 20 cents or 10 cents to make the same product. Like you said. Hold on. People should think, who is crying when the US dollar is going down? Toyota manufacturer is crying.
Yeah.
Why would they cry? You're making a product in your own country, right? So I'm actually saying, okay, I want my dollar in my backyard to go down, but it's not my people who is crying.
Yeah.
Other country are crying, oh, what Trump is doing is not good. Not good for who?
For you.
For them.
But Trump is okay.
No, the citizen of the US, imagine you earn $500, right?
Yeah.
Back in the days when I went to the US, $1 could buy a t-shirt.
$1 US.
Yeah, $1 could buy a t-shirt. This was in help me here, 2003 or something.
Okay.
With thereabout. I bought so many t-shirts for $1. Somebody can even, those Ghanaians are more US no.
Yeah.
Me call New York, I call me uncle. And Oko market what? $1, $2, you know, and $3. Things were cheap in the US. But now, the US citizens are not getting high wages income, but they're paying for things that are made outside US, high price.
You see, also what I agree about this thing we are discussing and what Trump has already said in 2017. So he sat down and plotted this fall to come in a sense that if one country can produce, like you said, and now it's all over the world that iPhones, the cost of an iPhone is so insignificant in China.
Yes.
But as soon as the thing gets shipped, imagine this, production, shipment, and all that, port duties, everything included, it lands in another country and it's still cheaper and it's still making profit for the production company in China. So it means that it is better to operate, if you want to benefit, you better to operate in a country with low currency. So that when you make it low, cheap labor, everything, then you take it to the country with a higher currency because one item will cost more. Now there was something that came up. Chinese started putting some stuff out in the street saying the Gucci and all those things you are wearing, they cost X amount in Chinese dollar, and then you are buying them for hundreds of thousands of dollars in your country. And right now, it's made a lot of celebrities go back to the American and the other countries, the shops and the businesses to say, we need a proof of where the products we bought were made.
Yes.
Because they've realized that if it's costing $10 equivalent in China, why are we spending $500? $5,000
to
in
buy
America and Australia? The Gucci and
and Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, why? Why are we doing that?
Because they can. The businessmen have realized they say business people don't care. They all wants to make profit. Do you understand? And because Trump is a business person, he doesn't care. He wants to make profit for his nation. And people need to understand that everybody look at their backyard. Ghana 40, Ghana say Ghana cities. I strong. There you Koku Trump. Koku Trump na say Trump or the Koku. Koku Trump. And I'm America for $1 na yede eco form. It's eba form no. Obi ozu the end form that. It's
and I was telling somebody what Ghana said, look, so no be tumrika. You send both. Only the tumrika. Now or no reducing his speed. Now go so quite the okona. Now kotuna. It doesn't mean now you are better than him.
No.
It means he has slowed down for you to catch up.
That's right.
If he decides to speed up again, you will still go back to your position.
That's right.
And so I think people need to be careful. Especially, I pity the countries whose currency seem to be rising.
Yes.
Because we don't know what surprise is going to happen again.
Because it's the market, international market, like you read.
That's right.
The international market. So if you're selling cocoa in this bag, and then now the market US dollars, is dropped.
Yeah.
Then your currency that you're bringing the production of cocoa has become strong.
Yeah.
Because now you're not selling on a higher dollar.
Yeah.
So equivalent to the cities. Let's say 1 city, $1.
Yeah.
Like it
used to be like that.
They prophesy it to be. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if it comes to that, it means that anything you make it in Ghana,
you have to sell it there.
Thank you. And then anything you make it in Ghana, if you take it to the US, your profit margin is not as higher as before.
And you know what's going to happen as well?
Yeah.
You know the people of Ghana don't value things made in Ghana.
Okay.
They think what is made in US, Australia, Germany, Japan are high quality.
That's right.
And so if the productions are going to be done in your country and you consume what you produce, then it means any country that is able to ship, if America manages to produce some stuff and ship it to Ghana, Ghanaians will still buy the American products at a higher amount.
With Ghana cedis, now the US dollar becomes strong.
Then that's where it will gain genuine strength.
Thank you. And that inflation that they always like kind of jump it up. Yeah. And it's costing us. Look at Australia.
Yeah.
Now, I love what Trump is doing. It's affecting our economy and interest rate is coming down. Right?
Yeah.
Once interest rate comes down with the Reserve Bank all over the world, if you don't plan for your nation and your dollar becomes so strong, we're going to be suffering. So now there's a bit of savings for us that are paying mortgage, for those who have businesses, for those who are doing import.
Yeah.
You understand? Because the export people were benefiting.
Yeah.
Import people were dying.
Okay.
So when you are exporting something made in your country with a lower currency, you are laughing to a higher market.
Yeah.
US is
sell half and you've made your money. Even a few items. You know why Amazon and the other companies, they have their production companies back in Bangladesh, Nepal, India, Philippines? Because the money is nothing. But then they get good finish.
Labor is cheap.
So they spend less
and then they
bring it back and sell it in
higher price.
That's
in other
what
countries. Trump wants to stop that. And now, guess who is fighting with Trump?
Who?
His best friend, Elon Musk.
Okay, we will continue this story later, guys. If Bro Kwesi has started fighting with Bro Kwaku, then we should watch out.
Yeah.
Because everyone thought it was going to be smooth through.
No. I knew it's not going to happen. Because he's part of the game. He's part of the game of benefiting from America. Do you understand?
Anyway.
And once Trump will not listen to you, no.
Listen to you for what?
Yeah.
You see, when somebody decides to run a nation like a business,
that's right.
His friendship is different.
No, if you're not playing according to his rules.
Because that's why his friendship is different, because he's going to do the things the way he wants them to be done. Yeah. And you may be looking at only your pocket, and he's also looking at the pocket of his nation. And so you will not have your way all the time. And so viewers, watch out for the next edition of this program. We'll be bringing you more of such stories.
And then we'll talk about the current changes of the gold market in Ghana. If that continue, then Ghanaian cities will be powerful.
So we will see the gold board in Ghana, head by Sami Jemfi.
Yes.
We will see how that relates and how that is going to strengthen Ghana against. Because to be honest with you, in last words that I want to say, if the gold board becomes effective with what Trump is doing, Ghana is going to shoot up because and Burkina Faso is also going to shoot up.
Every African nation with minerals. Yeah. And that is, you see, Trump is helping the whole world, but people don't see it. He wants you to do well in your own country. He wants to bring back the old school of industrial revolution.
Don't you also think he wants to make sure you get interested in your country, though you go back yourself? Because he wants to push people to go, but he can't push you. So he wants to make your country look better for you. So as soon as you go, then he will push his nation back up again and block the borders.
Well,
then he would drop.
We'll talk about that.
Then he'll block the borders, and it's gonna be very difficult to get a visa back into that country.
Okay,
that is also another thing you need to think about. It. Share your thoughts and your opinions, and let's see.
We will talk about that later.
If any of these
next week, by God's grace, we'll talk about it.
All right, viewers, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
And this program was brought to you by our advertisement.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Golden Cherry
Real Estate. We are not. So, ladies and gentlemen, me pamucho Ghana for Sydney, and everyone in Ghana, please, Golden Cherry Real Estate is amazing real estate. Upese uton wodan, usi ufie, ubetimi a friend brother Ernest. Or Ghana CCA. Masa interest rate here back from you so no. Open so top down war Australia ha. Make sure friend Frekoda TV. Na yam wow because ese with me capitalize on it. Wow open so top down so Ghana now see down Ghana. Okay. Yeah the ad ne be ma. Frewomo.
Hwes how dey we aye ba be boache we. So hwe na esia obehu ne Pastor AJ e ka show no.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Madam Fuini. Dr. Like. Anya Dr. Like. Hey. Minia, me tell you catch asem wa beto me e dia na beto wo na me wa kwantuo na matena awom na ma ye adwuma ba beto ase ama ni sika se to asase ma me pa ya me ne me yire ne me ma ba bi edi eti ya me frakada ye dia di me oh Dr. Like ehun hia saw de wasem be kokoto de nanso no me de mafutuo kakam de be ma ne se pe ba bi a wo de wo yire no ma ene wo de wo tiri beto ansa na wo de wasem no akokot Anunti, the machine me found Golden Cherry Real Estate for no more baby, no more for to my way, and I office see. Nessa, I will listen when I say canteen, madam, and a contract that una for your telephone number now, a good screen, no, now I hear your chilla pine.